everyone, today we're going to be doing a slow flow core class. So it's not going to be just let's lie down and do 10 crunches, 10 leg kicks. We'll be working ourselves through standing, sitting and lying, but in a way that we're going to work through the centre. But don't worry, there will be some crunches in there as well. So we're just going to start off with our warm-up, so feet a little bit wider. And I'm just going to start you off with some tilts, side to side. Not reaching down too far to begin with. So shoulders relaxed, small bend in those knees. To the centre. Feet in, up and down on your toes as you roll your shoulders. Good. Feet a little bit wider. This time holding through your middle, which doesn't mean breathe in, just means squeeze, brace through those belly button muscles and tilt to the side. Keep that squeeze. Reaching down a tiny bit lower this time. Lifting your arm, lifting your elbows. And because we've added an extra move, you may now feel, oh, you need to add that squeeze again. So if you're not quite sure, just squeeze your belly button. That's a good way to work it out. Feet coming in, up and down on your toes. Bigger rolls of your shoulders. Great start, well done. Feet wider, and we're going again. But this time, arms reaching overhead. Are you squeezing those muscles? Squeezing your belly button? One more each side. Hands on your hips. Circle round. Side, front and back. Good. Change direction. Back, side and front. Up to the top. Arms up high. You can bend your arms or reach them up. Squeeze through that centre. Tilt. Side to side. Taking our time on this one, not too quick. One more each side. Hands on your hips. Circle around. Twice this way. And twice the other way. Up to the top. Arms high. Bring your arms down. Now I'm going to move to the end of my mat, but you can stay where you are. Just need room in front of you. Tuck your chin. Curling down. Hands as low as you can. And back up. Shoulders back looking forwards. Again, curling down. This time as you curl down, stay down. Walk your hands, out in front, holding your high plank. Again, feeling that squeeze through your centre. Dropping down to your low plank. Keep that squeeze. And I'm going to ask you to drop to your knees. Hips down, hips up, and knees up. Knees down, hips up, knees up. Keep that going. It's a nice flowing movement coming down and pushing up. Squeeze those stomach muscles. Make this your last one. Lowering all the way down. Good. Pushing back onto your heels. And up to your hands and knees. Push your back to the ceiling. Stomach to the floor. Back to the ceiling. Stomach to the floor. Back up. Stomach down. Centre. Good. Elbows down again. One leg back. Start that again, sorry. One leg back and knee in. Other leg back, knee in. Now if the next exercise is a bit too much, please come back to here. I'm going to ask you to come up onto your hands, come up onto your toes, and step in, back, back, in, back, back. When you're in your high plank, squeeze those muscles and in again. Last one. Hands and knees. Good. Pushing your back up. Stomach down. Back up. Stomach down. Centre. Tap your toes. Side to side. Picking that rock back and centre. Holding through your middle. Again, if the next exercise is too much, please come back to here. Centre. So the next exercise is in your plank. I'm then going to ask you to lower down. Good. Hands down by your side and tilt, centre. Tilt, centre. It's up to you whether your lower body has lifted as well. If that's too much, bring your legs down or come back to your hands and knees, reaching down to your heels. couple more each side. Rest. Push back to sit on your heels. Up onto your hands and knees. Take a seat. Sitting tall, hugging those knees in. Please check, make sure that you have room behind you. If not, scoot forwards. From here, rocking back and sitting tall. Rocking back and sitting tall. Take your hands away. Try not to touch the floor with your feet. Good. Oh, so wobble. Bring your arms above your head. Ooh, good. You can feel those stomach muscles working. Give them a squeeze as you sit tall. Legs straight as you come up to sitting. So you can bend to rock and then straighter as you sit. Brilliant, well done. Couple more. Last one. And rest. Good. Staying in your seated position. Hands slightly behind you. Lift one leg, swap, and kick with the other. To support your lower backs more, you can come back to here, but before you do, try extra squeeze through your middle. And if you're happy, take your hands away. Center, side to side. Good. And back to where we started, hugging your knees. 3 exercises. Let's give them another go. So we're going to rock back, arms up, legs straight. Hold here next time you're sitting up and kick those legs. Twist. Rest. Good. Giving your legs a little shake. Keeping your legs straight. Arms up high. Again, sorry, making sure you have room behind you. Drop your shoulders. Drop your hips. But we're not going to lie all the way down. When you get halfway, come back up. Good. Again, drop those shoulders. Drop your hips. Lower back coming down to the floor and back up. Drop your shoulders, hips, lower back. As the middle touches, come back up. one leg is out in front. Your foot is nice and relaxed. Coming to one side, centre. Other side, centre. One side, centre. Other side, centre. Change legs. Other leg in front, side. Keeping that leg up in front. Centre. Good. Back to where we were. Legs straight, arms up. Drop your shoulders, drop your hips, lower back, middle and up to the top. Shoulders, hips, lower, lower, lower and up. I'll be nice this time. And you can drop and go all the way down. Arms above your head. Keep your head resting down. 2 arms, 1 leg. Change sides. Bring your arms down by your side. Keep your legs going. Find your squeeze again through your belly button. And can you do that, but lifting, not touching the floor? Keep squeezing. Rest. Good. Let everything relax. Nice deep breath. Arms above your head. 2 arms, 1 leg. Changing each time. Bring your arms down by your side. Keep those legs going. Are we ready? Squeeze and try not to touch the floor. Rest. Good. Deep breath. Bend your knees. You may find from those last 2 sitting up and that lifting up that your hips are feeling a bit tight. So let's push your hips up to the ceiling. Bring your arms up over your chest. Lowering down through your spine, upper, mid, lower hips, and push up again. Squeezing through the middle as you lower down, 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 and push. Lower down. Last one, push. Hands supporting behind your head, hips are on the floor. Lift your head and shoulders. Wiggle your toes. Looking up to the ceiling, bring one hand down towards your feet and the other hand. So we're sticking to the same side for hand and foot. Center, keeping those hands supporting your head. Head and shoulders are up. Extra big squeeze through the middle as you lift your feet off the floor. Hips, knees and ankles are at a right angle. Pushing your legs out towards the floor, squeezing your bottom and back in. Again, pushing out, squeeze, coming back in. Again, pushing out, squeeze, back in, feet down, head down, deep breath. Lift your head and shoulders, hand down to your foot, center. Keeping the gap between your chin and your chest. Center, supporting behind your head. Big squeeze as you lift your feet off the floor. Legs out towards the floor and back in. Legs out towards the floor and back in. Push. Rest. Head down, feet down, deep breath. Arms reaching overhead, legs out straight. Bring your arms down by your side, knees bent again. Hands supporting behind your head. Lift your head and shoulders. This time, lift your feet off the floor, feet towards the ceiling. You can have a slight bend or straight legs. And I'm going to ask you to reach your opposite hand towards your opposite foot. Reach, reach. Now with this one, you may find that you're travelling backwards down your mat. Good. Make it tougher. Bring your legs slightly away, opening your hips. Center, knees hugging in. Rock to lift your hips off the floor. Keeping your feet off the floor. Knees, hips and ankles roughly at a right angle. Support your head. And crunch as normal to the center. Now we can make this one tougher. As you lift your head, you bring your knees slightly in and then push them away as your head goes down. Aptly named evil crunches. Hug your knees in. Good. Nice deep breath. Letting your legs go up in the air. supporting your head. Hand towards your opposite foot and swap. If we can, try and reach wider. Keep that squeeze through the middle as you bring your legs away. Knees in, rock, lifting your hips, knees coming in closer. And our final time, knees, hips and ankles at a right angle, crunch. Can we do it? Yes, for the last time, bring those knees in, legs away, knees in, legs away. Center. Feet to the floor, arms above your chest. Push your hips to the ceiling, coming up onto your toes. Heels down, lower your hips, and arms down. Rock your knees from side to side. Ooh. Bring that rock a bit closer as you lift your feet off the floor. Having this as a nice rock, but still as an exercise, as you can feel those muscles bringing your legs over. Let them fall to one side. Through to the center, big hug in the middle, and then to the other side. Knees hugging into the center. Rocks to lift your hips. Then we'll rock to sitting, up to the top. Pushing up, hands in front, hands and knees. Push your back to the ceiling, stomach to the floor, back to the ceiling, stomach to the floor, center. Take one hand, pushing underneath, shoulder down, head resting. Pushing up, changing sides. Other hand goes under, shoulder resting, head resting. And push. Back to your hands and knees. Knees a little bit wider. Toes coming closer. Seating tall. And I'm going to ask you just to lean back. Bring your shoulders back. So it's up to you whether you reach back to your heels or just find that balance, that stretch. Coming forwards again. This time reaching down. Up to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Feet a little wider. Curling up to standing. Roll your shoulders back. Squeeze those belly button muscles. Squeezing through. Deep breath. Keep holding, reach up. breathe out and relax. Very well done. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.